Namaskar, I'm Dr. Chaudhary and today I'm going to review a very fantastic book, the Illustrated Charak Samhita, English translation with Chakrapani commentary. The writer, Dr. R. Vidyanath ji, did a tremendous job in translating word by word, line by line, natural text as well as the Chakrapani commentary. The book is published by Chokhamba Prakashak and is available with Chokhamba Prakashak as well as on Amazon. And the price of this book is 1155 rupees. In my views, this is the first ever book having more than 700 illustrations and tables and charts. And one more important thing is that being spreading over 1000 pages, having the Sutrasthan only. So we can say how tremendous hard work the writer did. The address of the publisher and the online link is being provided in the comment box. Here I want to say something about the author. Dr. R. Vidyanath, the author of this book, is a celebrated author and written almost 22 books ranging from Sanghita to Panchkarma and medicinal plants. Dr. R. Vidyanath is MD PhD. He did his PG from Jamnagar University and PhD from N.T. Rama Rao University of Health Sciences, Vijayawada. He served Ayurveda fraternity as medical officer, as faculty, and retired as professor and head of the department Ayurveda Sanghita. So be with us. I will try to explain what are the salient features of this book is, and we will go through page to page. As far as the salient feature of this book is concerned, I found it very easy to understand that the author mentioned the important philosophical part of Nyaya. As per the author, which he explained in preface, that there are almost 81 contexts with 34 number of Nyayas are being used, where 7 are being used in the original text while 27 in the commentary. And the author explained in a very explanatory way about the different Nyayas and where are these Nyayas being used. For example, Khale Kapot and Kedari Kulya are the two Nyayas which were very common among the Ayurveda students. So author explained in a tabular form what mean by Kedari Kulya and Khale Kapot. The Kedari Kulya Nyaya. Kedari Kulya Nyaya is one of the important Nyaya explained by the author. He said like when farmers irrigate their fields, so the water goes to one part of the field, irrigate it, and again goes to the next part of the field. So likewise, this Nyaya is used with the specific reference of Dhatu Poshan. As soon as Ahar is being taken, the Ahar Ras goes to the Ras Dhatu and nourishes the Ras Dhatu out of its proportion. When the Ras Dhatu nourishes, so the Ahar Ras goes to that level, nourishes the Rakt, and so on. So in this manner, Kedari Kulya is perfect example how our dhatus are being poshan as per Ayurveda context. Likewise, Khale Kapot is nothing but the law of selectivity. There are many tables, charts, pie charts, and boxes in the entire book, which are the part of explanatory things just to remember what detail is being applied in the chapter. For example, Anutel preparation was given in 2, 3, 4 paragraphs, and at the last the author summarized that in a very tabular form, and it's easy. If someone wants to prepare Anutel, he doesn't have to go all the pages. He just have look towards the table and can prepare Anutel accordingly. The author translate each and every word of the commentary and the original text, and in the last he provided some appendices. And the important thing is that this is the first time in my views that the author listed all the medicinal plant with their common name, their botanical name, their families. So it's another important point to be noticed about this book. And in my views, this is a must-have book for all the Ayurveda lovers or who want to learn the basics or the philosophy of Ayurveda in the form of Sutrasthan of Charak Samhita. It's written in a very simple English, and the font size is too good to read about. So the only thing which I can say that there are the chances of improvement. Number one is if the author may be able to include the page number of all the medicinal plants in the appendix. That may provide a better and the faster way to reach that particular pages if we want to search some medicinal plant by their botanical names. One more improvement may be there, and that is where the Charak Danda pictures are being displayed in the appendices. All the pictures are, or the images are in black and white. So if possible in next edition the images should be in color, so they may provide more attractive and more clear perspective of the place. In my view, it is a voluminous book and it takes 2 months for me to read the entire book. And all the best for this book, Dr. R. Vidyanath. Thank you. This is about the book. Illustrated Charak Samhita, Volume 1, Sutrasthan, the English translation with Chakrapani commentary by Dr. R. Vidyanath. It's useful for UG, PG, competitive exams and Ayurvedic practitioners. With self-explanatory translations of Charak Samhita with pictorial and tabular presentation for easy understanding and quick remembrance by the UG students. The book is being forwarded by Professor Vaidya K.S. Dhiman, the Director General CCRAS, Professor Vaidya Anup Thakkar, the Director Jamnagar, Professor B.R. Ramakrishnan, the Vice Chancellor of S. Vyasa University. Here, this is the contents of the book. All the chapters of Sutrasthan are being indexed here, and annexures are also there. This is one of the glimpse of chapter 1. This is one example of presentation through the medium of charts and pictures of quick revision of the chapters. Again, this is the tabular and pictorial presentation throughout the book. Here the author says about the name of the sensory organ, Ati Yog, Ayog or Mithya Yog. So it's very unique in nature as far as the charts and pictures are concerned. Another unique feature is as the Nyas, as I earlier told about that. This is the glimpses of chapter 1, Dirgh Jivityo Adhyay, where index again is in a very peculiar way with the page numbers. Here are some examples of sketches. On of those, Sheet Ritu, young age and small doses are recommended to take honey, while after heating mix with equal ghee, Vat Prakriti, Jangal days, Grishma Ritu, old age are not recommended to take honey. I can cite one example. There are 6 Virichana Rasai. One is Cheer, Mool, Twak, Patra, Pusp or Phal, or the fruit. Here in a pictorial way, he says that the Phal is Madan Phal, Cheer is Snohi, Mool is Trivarth, Twak is Lodr, Patra Ikshwak. So all these 6 Virichan Asray are explained in a very pictorial way. Again, the Nyaya is being described over here. Now the annexures. Here are 5 annexures. Annexure 1 is important essay questions and short notes, where students are supposed to take essay questions and write down some essays, and another part 1 is short notes for easy remembrance. Annexure 2nd is important sloks to be learned. As we know well, if we want to learn Sangeeta, so easiest way is to learn the slokas. So at the end of the book, the author pick up some important sloks which are supposed to be learned by heart by the students. Annexure 3rd is the herbs of the Charak Samhita with their botanical names. Another annexure 4 is glimpses of Charak Samhita. This is the very specific annexure where author explain each and every important aspect of Sutrasthan, designed in a manner which is useful for quick revision and ready reckoner for students to take their exams, and others to understand the crux of each chapter in short. So annexure 4th is very, very important. And the last annexure 5th is the rare photographs of Charakdanda, a holy place which has to be visited by every Ayurveda lover at least once in lifetime. And this is the last page of the book.